Hello everyone. In this session we are going to see about Bezier curves. We are continuing the previous session of Hermite curves in the paper ME 8691 Computer Aided Design and Manufacturing. So what is meant by Bezier curves? If a polygon is represented by approximation type of curve, we can able to get Bezier curve, which is nothing but a Bezier curve is obtained by defining polygon. In this, first and last points on the curve are coincident with the first and last points of the polygon. So a curve can be cut down into number of small curves, and all those small curves are also a Bezier curves, named as Bezier curves. But finally the curve can be obtained by only the first and the last points, and this first and last point is coincident with the first and last points of curves. And then degree of polynomial is 1 less than number of points, which means if the control points are 3, then the degree of polynomial will be 2. If the number of control points are 4, then the degree of polynomial is 3. Tangent vectors at the ends of the curve have the same direction as the respective spans, which is nothing but if the curve starts like this, then the tangent vectors at the ends of the curve have the same direction as the respective spans. It may be this curve can be furtherly traveled through like this. Here in this statement, the end of the curve will have a tangent and it has the direction of the respective span. The curve is contained within the convex hull of defining polygon. My previous videos will define what is meant by convex hull of defining polygon, and I will mention the title card in this session. You can able to watch. So what is mean by that? In this approximation type of curve representation, the convex hull, the curve does not pass out through the convex hull, which means inside the convex hull of defining polygon. And the Bezier curve representation equation is P vector of u is equal to summation of I is equal to 0 to n P vector of b I comma n of u. This b I comma n of u is nothing but Bernstein polynomial. So a curve can be cut down into number of pieces, and all those pieces can also be represented as Bezier curves. So all the sub curves are grouped together to form the final equation through this Bernstein polynomial. Here n is nothing but segment, each polygon. If your curve is cut down into 2, then the segment will be 2, and so the control points will be n plus 1 3, which is nothing but if the control point is 3, then the segment will be 2. So this is nothing but Bernstein polynomial, which gives the representation of subcurves which can be grouped together. And the order of Bezier curve is a function of number of control points. 4 control points means the order will be 3. N is equal to 3, which is nothing but cubic polynomial of Bezier curve. So here we can able to see Bezier curve, simple Bezier curve. In this, the points are P0 and P1, which forms a straight line. This can be represented as linear. And when it comes to quadratic Bezier curve, the control points will be 3. So P0, P1 and P2, and so the curve will be formed by the interpolation. And in case of cubic Bezier curve, the control points are 4, P0, P1, P2, P3. So by interpolation technique, here in this third order, which can be represented as cubic polynomial Bezier curve. And parametric function, which is nothing but these curves, synthetic curves like Hermite curve, Bezier curve, B-spline curves, all this type of curves follows parametric function to frame an equation, which means this parameter varies, then accordingly the curve's representation will be varied. So consider this line. It has two control points P0 and P1, which forms a linear straight line. So the equation will be L0 of t, which is nothing but this line is considered as L0, and the parameter here we used is t. T is nothing but the variable. Here the range from t ranges from 0 to 1. The P0, the t value will be 0, and the P1, the t value will be 1. So L0 of t is equal to 1 minus t of P0 plus t of P1. This will be the linear equation for this line. And when it comes to second line, the curve can be formed by interpolation technique, which includes three control points. So consider this as a second line P1 to P2, and so while interpolating P0, P1 and P2, we can able to draw a curve, and the equation is quadratic. So here this line is represented as line 1 of parameter t, ranges from 0 to 1, and similarly to the linear, the second line is also framed as equation like 1 minus t of P1 plus t of P2. Here the starting point will be considered as P1 and P2 for considering only this line, and by interpolating we can able to get quadratic equation Q0 of t by interpolating L0 line 1 and L1 line 2. So the quadratic equation will be 1 minus t of L0 of t plus t of L1 of t. So in this the L0 equation is substituted, and the equation becomes quadratic equation Q0 of t is equal to 1 minus t whole square of P0 plus 2 into 1 minus t of t P1 plus t square P2. While expanding this, we can able to get this equation. And consider the third line. So in order to get a cubic polynomial of Bezier curve, we have to get 4 control points, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 control points frames cubic polynomial equation. So here the third line, the end points are P2 and P3. Similarly, this line is named as L2, L0, L1 and L2. So L2 of t is equal to, here the range will be 0, 1. So 1 minus t of P2 plus t of P3. So again, by interpolation technique, the quadratic equation will be Q1 of t is equal to, by interpolating this line and this line, we will get Q1 of t is equal to 1 minus t into L1 of t plus t into L2 of t. So by interpolation of this line and this line and this line, we will get cubic polynomial equation. So C0 of t is nothing but cubic polynomial. So 1 minus t of Q0 of t plus t into Q1 of t. So by expanding this, we will get cubic polynomial equation as C0 of t is equal to 1 minus t cube P0 plus 3 into 1 minus t square t of P1 plus 3 into 1 minus t into t square P2 plus t cube P3. This equation can be get by the interpolation technique of all these 3 lines, which consist of 4 control points, and so it is named as cubic polynomial equation. On the whole, by this cubic polynomial equation, we can able to get the curve like this. Clear? So what are all the properties of Bezier curve? So the Bezier curve starts with P0 and ends at Pn. So a whole curve can be represented as the starting point P0 and the end points Pn. And this curve can be divided into number of subcurves, which is also a Bezier curve. So this is also known as end point interpolation property. So in the previous slide we can able to view that the final curve, a sinusoidal curve, is obtained by the interpolation of first point and the last point, which consists of 3 lines and 4 control points. And secondly, the Bezier curve is a straight line when all the control points of a curve are collinear. If the control points are collinear, then the curve will be a straight line. And the beginning of the Bezier curve is tangent to the first portion of the Bezier polygon. So the starting point will have also a tangent as in Hermite curve. The only difference is Hermite curve follows interpolation as I said earlier. A Bezier curve can be divided into any number of subcurves, which is also a Bezier curve. And on this diagram we can able to see a circle which can be divided into 4 groups, 4 quadrants of curve to make an circle. In this, Bezier curve can similar a circle with a maximum radial error of less than 1 part in 1000. So it looks like simple. Okay, a simple circle can be divided into 4 quadrants, which forms a Bezier curve. So each quadratic Bezier can become cubic Bezier curve. Here I would like to remind one thing, that quadratic Bezier curve means the degree will be 2 and so the control points will be 3, and in case of cubic Bezier curve the control points will be 4 and the degree will be 3. So by increasing a degree of quadratic Bezier curve we can able to get cubic Bezier curve. And Bezier curves have different diminishing property. Diminishing property is nothing but a curve can be represented by 4 control points, that is cubic polynomial equation, and so we can able to get a sinusoidal waveform of a curve. And in that curve we can able to see that the starting point to the end point of the curve we can get 4 different geometry, which is nothing but the first point to the second point a curve is formed, and second point to the third a curve, and third to fourth point a curve. So 4 control points defines the geometry of a single Bezier curve. It cannot be get higher than the number of control points. And Bezier curve is similar with respect to t and 1 minus t. 1 minus t is nothing but the starting point of the curve, and t is nothing but the end range of the curve, that is the range between the curve t 0 to 1 is expressed as 1 minus t and t in the polynomial equation. This represents that the sequence of control points defining the curve can be changes without modifying the curve shape. And Bezier curve shape can be edited by either modifying one or more vertices of its polygon, or by keeping the polygon unchanged, or simplifying multiple coincident points at a vertex. So this point P0, P1, P2, P3 are the control points, and it is also can be named as vertex. So all these vertices can able to change the geometry of the curve. And with this I would like to end this session, and in the next session we will see about B-spline curves. Thank you.